That's why we have no power. That's why you expect some power to be released. And all what is released is a point for consideration rather than the words that bring conviction. You think it's accidental? Think it's accidental? I need to finish this service now. But you think it's accidental? You think these things are just happening? Yeah. Yeah. You remember there was a competition some years back, TPF. TPF can mean anything. Now I'm trying to absolve myself from anything. I told you I have a legal team behind me. I have things. I'm not just speaking. I'm not just speaking. Siongei tu ati inajua. Yeah. Ukideal na Macedonia lazima uko umejipanga. Sianze kukemea mapepo na wewe hapo unapelekwa jela. Lazima uko unajua venye utajitetea. Anyway. Do you know the strangest thing about TPF? Is that we had more worship leaders and secular artists. Is it accidental? Is it accidental? What had happened in the realm of the spirit to attract worship leaders? But you know there was already a prevailing doctrine by the time that is happening. That church people do not appreciate. Yeah. That church people, you think it's accidental, you are hearing it. Uko hapo hivyo na wewe unaimbanga. And then you're told you're not appreciated. So you come out, how do you leave church? That is a very strange thing. Don't tell me they won. What did they win? What did they win? One of them won, and then I was told what they did with the money. It's just a man. He or she. This one is neutral. Kuna pesa yenye alitoa tithe, ingine akanunua gari, ile ingine ilienda. You lose your entire salvation to get 5 million. The person that has given you 5 million has traded with your salvation to get hundreds of millions. You in your idiocy are celebrating 5 million, and then you come and we celebrate you. $5 million. Someone has made hundreds of millions and destroyed their faith. But we were too lulled to see it. We call it an opportunity. You know, these people at least are appreciating us. Now at least they're saying I can sing. Yeah? They say I can sing. And they're even helping me. So now, you know, when I go back to the church, my voice will even be better. You know, I'm more professional. No, you're just a sinner. You're just a sinner. You're just a sinner. Because the church was not handling you like that because you were substandard, but because you were holy. Now you're a sinner that calls yourself a professional. Sinner. Full of iniquity. And then you want to come and rebuke how we are handling singers. Let's first deal with how we are handling you as a singing sinner. Or a sinning singer. Yeah. No, it's the truth. It's the truth. Because you can't have a nation that is being run by people like that. So you think it's accidental? Think it's accidental? By the time you're coming, you're arriving to 2022 and having elections, and I told you who our presidential candidates this year are. By the time this is happening, it has been prepared for years. That's why beginning to pray now. Because the way you pray, there's a fictional story I read. I normally don't like quoting fiction. I just like quoting the scripture. But let me just say it. Because this book, I read it I read it while I was in primary school. But this book has had very great consequence in my heart up until today. It was a book about the gods and giants. Say that there was a race of gods and there was a race of giants. And the two were always at war. But then the senior god managed to sit on that seat. And because he sat on that seat, there are things that were being kept in right order. So he says one day, because it's fictional, this god decided to travel. When he traveled, one of the gods sat on the seat of this master god.